What is up, my Lumpias? It's Vanessa and welcome back to the channel. So we are on to part 2 of the road trip, which is Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone, we have been there and we loved it, but unfortunately you can only see it during the winter by a guided tour to really get into the park. So the last time we couldn't go because we had Hatchie, but this time we went and we did a snowmobile tour. So I hope you guys enjoy this and I hope you really take in the beauty of Yellowstone during the winter because it is a winter wonderland and I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, let's get into the video. I just also want to mention too, there's going to be a lot of narration because it's a lot of like scenic shots that I do. So yeah, I'm kind of explaining the adventure. So yeah, enjoy.
Good morning, everyone. It's day 4, preparing for our snowmobile trip today. I need to pack lunch because it's going to be like 9 hours or something, so let's prepare.
We arrived bright and early to 2 Top Yellowstone winter tours and geared up for the tour.
Okay, we're geared up. Packing the bag, then we're gonna meet our tour guide and go. Yay!
Alright, well.
Okay, so we had our pep talk. We're just waiting now to go. We're in the back.
She's fat.
And we have the purple flag. But yeah, we're in the back, so we should get some cool shots.
Okay, so we are off. We're in Yellowstone National Park, and what's really cool is we were in the back of the tour, which meant we didn't have to worry about being too slow for people behind us because we can kind of catch up with them. And as you can see, the mountains are gorgeous. Just the views were everything, and I comfortably rode in the back because it was a 2-person snowmobile. That's the 2 Top name. And yeah, you see all the buffalo. So gorgeous, such gentle creatures, but obviously you have to keep your distance, give the animals their space. If you've seen videos, people have been attacked by buffalo because they're in their face. But anyway, they are fast. But see, we kept like a good distance away from people. That way we got to kind of take our time and really take in the views. And yeah, Mitch had a lot of fun driving it. The only thing with driving a snowmobile is that when you're on tracks, you know, it's kind of hard to steer, but yeah, it was gorgeous, gorgeous views the whole time, and I was loving it in the back. We also made multiple stops, and our tour guide would give some history, so here's just one quick stop to just take a closer look at the buffalo. So then we made a stop and we saw this big crowd and we're like, what's happening? So essentially that a deer fell off a cliff running from something and a lynx was sitting near it and kind of like eating it for the past couple days. Literally, it looked like National Geographic was filming it, and apparently it's really rare to see a lynx, and it was just amazing to see. So those are close-up photos from my camera. So that was a sight to see for sure, but look at all the waterfalls. Like, this park just keeps coming with surprises, which is amazing. And literally, you're going to see a lot of clips of me filming on the back of this snowmobile. Oh, I forgot to mention these snowmobiles have hand warmers, which I think is amazing. So that way you don't freeze. But yeah, we stopped again because buffalo were crossing the road, which again, magical, amazing. In fact, they go in a straight line, one behind the other. That way it's easier for them to move because of following tracks.
On the road and they won't get off, so we have to drive through them, said our guide.
So this was my favorite part of Yellowstone National Park, and it's the basins. And we have a certain number of basins in the world. In Yellowstone, most of them are actually in Yellowstone. So this is just one of them where, as you can see, it's blue water. and it was really nice and clear. And then we went to Old Faithful, and this is kind of like a geyser that shoots out water, and they can shoot up to like hundreds of feet, and it's amazing. So literally it would look like it would almost go, like it would start to bubble and then it would spurt a little bit and then it would kind of stop. So yeah, because it kind of builds up the pressure and you're kind of there just waiting. So it was kind of funny because we were literally waiting for a while. We caught it in time. We were there early actually. People were waiting for a while. Hence you'll see all these clips of me just kind of doing it. Is this it? Maybe this is the one. Oh, I think this is the one. This is the one. There you go. Look, it just shoots up. Because it's so cold, you can't really tell where the water ends, but like, look at that. It's like amazing. That's all hot water just shooting up, which is insane. And basically, Yellowstone National Park is kind of like a volcano in a way, like, because all the basins, all the geysers, like even that basin that I was showing you earlier that had the blue water, you cannot put your feet in there. You cannot touch it, put your feet in it, nothing. Like you need to stay on the boardwalks because you will melt. It's like a volcano. You will melt. You'll burn. There have been many deaths at Yellowstone actually. I know that's kind of a depressing statement to say, but it's because people want to take cool photos and then they end up falling in and yeah, they kind of like boil to death essentially. So yeah, when you go visit, if you ever go here, make sure to stay on the boardwalks, be safe, keep a safe distance, because yeah, like you don't need your cool picture. You can just admire the beauty from a safe distance, you know? Something I do want to mention though with the the tour, like the tour was amazing. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like for preparation for people that do want to do a snowmobile tour. You're probably asking like, do I need to bring anything? How are the boots? I brought Sorel boots because obviously for the road trip we were going to places that had snow, and they gave Sorel boots for the snowmobile tour, and Mitch actually wished he used his work boots that he got because those are more insulated. So yeah, if you have like snow gear, you don't have to use their suits and stuff. I liked their one-piece suit. That was nice to wear. That way I didn't really have to worry about like my coat or anything. But yeah, if you can use your own boots, and you have to get a balaclava to wear under your helmet, so that way you don't really sweat or anything. But yeah, so we purchased that at one of the grocery stores in the little village the day before, and yeah, so far the tour was really great. We made a lot of stops, like really a lot of stops than I thought. But it was just nice to really see the beauty of this park, which you don't normally see. So after watching Old Faithful, it was lunchtime and there's visitor centers around. So obviously I packed a nutritious lunch of wraps, carrots, and crackers. We had absolutely none of that. They had a food kind of center, food court thing where it was like burgers and fries and stuff. So we each got a burger and shared some poutine, and it was delicious because it was nice and hot. But continuing on this tour though, we're looking at some more geysers. This one's called Flood Geyser. It's much smaller. You're going to see it erupt, but it doesn't shoot up like Old Faithful does. But yeah, we see a lot more geysers, which are gorgeous, a lot more basins with the blue water. There's a really famous one in Yellowstone that kind of looks like a rainbow. I asked our tour guide if we would see that one, but unfortunately, because it's so massive and because of all the steam since it's winter, he said literally we won't be able to see anything. We'll just see steam. So we ended up seeing more smaller ones, but yeah, it was still gorgeous. But yes, we're also seeing these bubbling fountain paint pots. So the next clip, you're going to hear it bubble. Here you go. Oh, I would like to mention, by the way, this place smelled like sulfur, like eggs. But you know what? The beauty of everything, it was so worth it. Like, you're never going to see anything like this at all. And this is actually nicknamed Wonderland, like after Alice in Wonderland, or Alice in Wonderland was named after Yellowstone. I think that's the more correct way. But as you can see, I was trying to take cool photos and stuff. But see the steam. So imagine trying to see the big one. But anyways, we ended up going back to our hotel room for the evening, and yeah, eating our leftover pizza that was left over. But yeah, this was overall a really good tour. And if anyone wants to visit Yellowstone, I highly recommend during the winter and doing a tour like this, because it was like nice and empty and you don't have to worry about crowds, because apparently summer is crowded. And that concludes the Yellowstone National Park Snowmobile Tour, part of the road trip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As you can see, it needed its own video because it was stunning there. And I really recommend going in the winter time because it's less busy. Even our tour guide said in the summer it's insane. Like winter, you have space. Like there are multiple tours going on, but you don't really necessarily see them. Like you kind of, at the big pit stops like Old Faithful and stuff, we would see our other tours, but for the most part, like we were by ourselves, we didn't have to worry about traffic. He said in the summer, it's insane how much traffic there is because people can drive through the park, right? So there's like lineups, so many people. So yeah, even though like I know winter, some people don't like the cold. Going with that snowmobile tour was amazing. The suits, the snowsuits, it kept us so warm. There's hand warmers on the snowmobiles, and I highly, highly recommend for people to definitely go and check out that snowmobile tour company. We've used Two Top, but there's like a couple of them. So yeah. If you guys have any questions or are interested in doing a snowmobile tour, comment down below and I'll answer them as best as I can. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit that subscribe button down below as I post every single Friday. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Bye!